If you have hand arthritis, you know how stiff, achy fingers can feel. But what if we told you there was a $1 trick you could try to help relieve some of that tension you are feeling in those fingers?
As you might have guessed, it's what he has between his fingers now, the old Chinese finger trap. We always called it Chinese handcuffs when I was a kid. I don't know, whatever you want to call them. It's not just a toy. It's a tool. We're going to show you how to use them to help with those arthritic finger joints.
I'm stuck.
We'll get to it, Mike. You're fine.
Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.
Hello, I'm Brad.
I'm Mike, and behind the scenes we have Bob, and together we are the most famous physical therapy team on the internet.
There you go, and we're going to have a new partner up here today to help show how these actually work with the finger joints. Yes, the fingers have a lot of joints. I actually looked it up, but I don't remember how many. It's a lot. So we're talking about the joints between the fingers. If you got arthritis in your hands, you know when you get up in the morning and you try to make a full fist, it's a little tight, it's a little stiff, and it's a little painful. So each joint, actually responds well to actually a gap in the joint versus compression. So traction versus compression. Let's use, here we go.
Dad to the bone.
Dad to the bone skeleton to help us out. We got a nice close up here, Tanner. We're looking at this joint right here. Now, if we have the joint where the joint is compressed or actually making good contact in a healthy finger, that's good. But when you got arthritis, there is inflammation involved in that finger. And what we need to do is get some synovial fluid, in other words, the natural lubrication fluid that's in your body, and we're going to introduce it into the joint by traction or pulling the joint apart, making it space, creates a little vacuum in there, and that's going to be help the synovial fluid enter that space, and that's going to help the motion and decrease pain. Very nice. Thank you very much.
Now,
I'm happy.
Now, you can do this through simply pulling your own finger in a way without using
Well, yes,
traps.
I've talked about this a number of times in the last year or two, is to grab your finger here, and a little traction. The thing is, you need to relax the hand and the finger muscles, because the muscles that are responsible for finger movement there's some intrinsic muscles in the hand, but they're up here and here, so you need to relax the whole forearm and hand if you can. And using these little Chinese
Finger traps.
Finger traps. I keep thinking about what I called them before. Chinese, what'd you call them?
I call them finger traps. You call them something else.
Handcuffs, yeah.
Handcuffs.
Yeah, you can easily relax. So they work really well. You squeeze them together.
I would
if you
not
haven't
suggest
used them.
doing all your fingers at once like I did, because they're a little more complicated to get off that way.
Yeah. So
But one finger at a time works well.
compress them. They get larger in diameter. Put your fingers in, and when you pull out, they get tight, and we're just going to pull. So you're going to get both hands at once.
Yeah, and you get the finger traction there. Now, to get them unstuck, you just have to relax one finger and then pull it out, because if you're pulling with both, it does not come off as easily. And this one's pretty new, so it's a little stuck, but I'm slowly getting my finger. There we go. I got it out.
Yeah, there's a little play with it. This makes things a little fun and interesting. Another nice little technique is you put the traction on, completely relax. And if you're doing this on a table, here, let's do it this way. You can relax your arms, and then you're simply going to pull apart, and then you can lift up once you figure out how to relax well. You get some nice traction, and you can do a little rotation with one hand or the other, and that helps get a little motion in those joints, help that synovial fluid enter the joint space.
Also cracks your knuckles if you like doing that. I just cracked my knuckle.
Yep.
That was fun.
Yeah, I would suggest just do one finger at a time.
Yeah.
Again, you got to push in, grab it here, and it'll come right off very easily.
I would say that the best thing is these are really inexpensive. We got a whole pack pretty cheaply here. It's like less than $1 for one of these things.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so something different. We like to be creative on this channel and, keep things reasonably cost and have fun all at the same time. What else do I have to say?
Now, if you want to check out more stretches and exercises for your wrist and hand and fingers, you can click the video link on the screen for a more comprehensive guide, I would say. But you can definitely involve the Chinese finger traps.
There you go.
Or handcuffs, as you said.
Now, what do you got to say? Bad to the bone? Ha, ha. Well, we can fix just about anything except for a...
Broken heart. And it's dad to the bone, not bad to the bone. Let's call him daddy.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe.
Good work. First time showing you did well. Be happy.